So I've talked about the different isms of our day. And today I want to talk about two more, those being fatalism and hedonism. Fatalism is an interesting one because fatalism is this idea that everything has been preset for us. Your life, what you're going to do in your life has been preset. There's nothing you can do about it. No matter what you do, you're going to get back to where you were. It's fatal. It's fate. Fate guides you. And while we believe in, and I believe in what Paul teaches about predestination, that God has predestined us, but that doesn't mean that we can just sit there and write things out and life is going to happen the way it's going to happen no matter what you do. What we do as believers in Jesus Christ is important. What I do tomorrow to further God's kingdom and to reach others for Christ is important. And I don't believe that things have been set in stone so much that, no matter what I do, I'm going to end up here. It's all going to be for God's glory. But what I do as a believer matters. So we push back as Christians. We push back against fatalism. We believe that God is sovereign. We are under His plan, and His plan is perfect. But we also understand that we have a responsibility, and what we do matters. There's also an extreme of hedonism. And this is something that I think has really hurt the church. I think it is something that is rampant today. And hedonism is this idea that my goal in life is to have as much pleasure as I can. That means that it doesn't matter who I hurt or what I do. If it doesn't make me happy, then I'm not being fulfilled. And the danger in this idea of hedonism is the fact that it puts the focus on me. And it's creeped its way into the church even. Because people come and say, well, I don't like the music they do. I didn't like the pastor's sermon this week. I'm just not happy here. I'm going to go over there. And I can probably go about not from here. In most towns, you can go about 2 blocks, you find another church. So what churches have done, and I'm not saying this about every mega church, what the churches have done is say, what do the people want? That's what we'll give them. So you want smoke, you want lights, you want, that's what we're going to give you. And believe me, I personally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a full band. I love full band music. I love drums and worship. I love all of that. But if you're doing it just because there's some people out there who want it, you're being hedonistic. You're allowing them to say, church is for me, what I want out of it. When in reality, worship is a sacrifice. Worship is, what do I give? What can I give? That's what worship is about. That's what church is about. It's about serving. The pursuit of pleasure is rampant in our society today. Now, I'll be honest with you, I love video games. And if I had my druthers, and if I didn't have any other responsibilities, I'd probably be playing until 3, 4 in the morning. I just love playing video games. But I've had to learn to temper that with, wait a minute, that's me making myself happy. And living in a world that's not real. But the world pursues that. They pursue drugs, alcohol, sex, just, all these things that supposedly fulfill them and make them happy. When in reality, what we start to find is the more we pursue the things that we think are going to make us happy, the more they don't fulfill us. And it doesn't have to be the pleasures. It could be my job. Well, for me, it's, I don't know. It could be my job. As a pastor, I could get to the point where my pastorate completely consumes me and I find all my value and my worth and my joy in my pastorate. And serving you people. And that would be great. You guys would think, oh, our pastor loves us. It's great. The problem is I'd be dying inside. Because if Jesus is not the purpose for why I do everything, I'm going to die inside.